Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow.
Actually doesn't do that, but we do. We don't need to be suspicious, but we do gotta vet. See, the women gotta vet just like the men do. You can't get a sister's time told because we got to be able to see your trouble and your threat. And this is how the men get fooled. Let's talk about the chameleon in a relationship, not just in these online spaces. The reason why chameleons keep black men jaded and bitter is because most of the time, black men cannot tell the difference between a chameleon and a lioness, because the chameleon plays the long game in order to bypass his vetting process or to get him to not go deep into his vetting process. This is the long game that she's playing. This is why it's a long game, because what she's trying to do is she's trying to get him to lower his guard on the time, the toll, the trouble, the threat. She's trying to get him to, take it easy. Don't be so hard. Loosen up his standards. Don't, you ain't gotta be like that, because what you think I'm gonna do? You don't trust me, not far as I can throw you, and for as big as a bunch of years, I can't throw you very far or at all. So the answer would be no. So let's go on. Time. Let's talk about time. Yeah, that's the other trait of a chameleon. She always real quiet and somewhere just nodding. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Miss Danica. I told them you inspired this show today. So thank you, Miss Lady, because that premiere you did was fire, okay? What she do is she uses a man's time up. She gets him to pay her toll. She presents her trouble as no big deal. And she promises that she won't use the threat in her hand. All cap. All cap. Chameleons is full of cap. They need to start a cap store with a chameleon as a fake Lacoste logo. Cap. Everything a chameleon say is cap. Everything. Time. How she fool a man out of his time. Let's take a look at time. Thank you, Eugene. So this shows that the most effective courting vetting techniques are not 100% foolproof. Nothing is 100%, but we can get you pretty far. Because chameleons only need to be pressed. And we'll talk about what that pressure is towards the end of the show. But let's take a look at time. Time. Most men in today's society understand he has to invest the intangible and non-renewable source of time to get to know a woman. He's determining if the reciprocity he receives benefits him moving forward. How does she get him to bypass time? And why is she trying to do this? By portraying herself as feminine and willing to be submissive, she finesses time from him. Okay? What is this time? What is this time? What she's trying to do is usurp time that he would give to other more important priorities and give it to her. See, the chameleon, we finna get into it. Thank you again, Chano. Said this is why sex after marriage is a red flag to chameleons. That's 6 months to a year faking it. She gonna crack. See, D-discipline is very Very good tool. Because women look for sexual validation from men, especially when they punching above their weight class. So when they punching above their weight class, they want the sexual validation from that man. If he refuses and she's a chameleon, she gonna crack. If he refuses and she's a lioness, she gonna go with his program. Some very key differences. Very key differences. Now, going back to the time. She want him to give up time that he would give for other more important things and divert that time to her. This is a move to eventually make her the number one priority in his life. She want to be number one. Lionesses understand that we are not number one in our husband's list of priorities. We're not number one. Can the lionesses in the chat back me up? We're not number one, and we know that, and we're okay with that, because we know that if we're number one, we can't benefit off of that. Yeah, it stroke the ego, but that don't help me. It don't help him. It don't help nobody. Thank you, Uncle Stu. It don't help nobody. The relationship is not helped. I'm not helped. I am not helped by being number one, because him putting me number one makes him put his purpose below me. Lionesses understand that a man's purpose must be above us, not under. Because if he ain't on the purpose, I don't want to be with him no way. I'm with him because he was on his purpose. If he stopped the purpose, what I want with him? See, that's simp test number one. A simp puts a woman first. Only a simp, only the low down, dirtiest simp, because simps is low down and dirty. I don't like simps at all. They come around, they play nice, they act like they really about to do good by you. They not about to do good by you. I can't stand a simp. I cannot stand a simp. And I talked about that yesterday. They might need a part two, because I really don't like them. Because they really conniving and dirty, just like they little hyena counterpart. But we ain't talking about the simps today. Today we talking about these chameleons. Chameleons don't see the bigger picture. Chameleons do not invest in visions. It's the chameleons that are the 80% divorce rate. Them the chameleons. She played good enough to get married. But when the struggle came, when it was time for her to demonstrate that she understood the assignment, she didn't understand the assignment. She had a completely different assignment. Completely different assignment. Chameleons want to be number one in the priority list, but lionesses know that's not where we're supposed to be, because our men, we know, is supposed to submit to the Most High and to his purpose as a man. If he's not doing that, there's nothing he can do for me as a lioness. We know this. Chameleons don't care because she's only trying to maneuver herself into a control position. The reason she want to be number one in his priority list is to utilize his emotions against him and manipulate him with them. If you love me, if you want to be with me, see, the chameleon, after she thinks she done got that position, start giving you ultimatums. Based on she thinking she got you all wrapped up and in love with her. Now she want to give you all kind of ultimatums. If you don't do this, this gonna happen. You better do this, and then if you don't, and then I'm gonna do this, and then this is what I'm not gonna do. And then, see, that's a chameleon. That's chameleon talk.